Hey, it's Jesse. Today on the show, you know her as Aunt Lydia in The Handmaid's Tale and The Testaments, streaming now on Hulu. It's Ann Dowd.
Even though you've done it so much, the question is, can I do it?
Yeah.
And I have to, and I say to myself, what are you going to do about this anxiety? Because it's a little unfortunate to live with that. You don't want to. I want to just embrace it.
This is Dinners on Me, and I'm your host, Jesse Tyler Ferguson. So today I'm at the Peninsula Beverly Hills Hotel for afternoon tea at the living room. This is one of those classic Hollywood old school experiences that feels genuinely so special. Their tea service is legendary for a very good reason. Warm house-made scones, lemon curd, jam, enormous tea selection ranging from Earl Grey to Tahitian vanilla. Delicate sweets, it's all very classy. Having tea with Ann Dowd feels like a slightly cheeky nod to the Testaments, where mastering the art of hosting and serving tea is part of becoming a proper young woman in Gilead. Thankfully, the tea service here is slightly less ominous. Okay, Ann should be arriving soon, so I'm gonna have tea with Aunt Lydia. Let's get to the conversation. Do you live in the area? I heard you were out like 10 minutes ago though. She's leaving her house now and then you were here 10 minutes.
Well, I live in New York City, so I'm staying
Are you
at
staying
London,
here? Oh,
the London
Okay,
Hotel.
gotcha. Where in New York are you? What area?
Chelsea.
I'm in Chelsea too.
No way.
I can't believe I've never run into you on the streets.
You live in New York?
Well, we have a place there. We have like a little pied-à-terre. I'm mostly here.
Okay.
I'm really excited to have you because now I will have achieved getting 3 of the 4 major cast members of Mass, which is one of my favorite movies. Martha Plimpton and Jason Isaacs have both been on.
Oh, wonderful.
And now you.
And Reed.
And I want to get Reed on too.
Yeah.
I have not gotten I know Reed personally, but yes.
Oh, you do?
Yes.
Wow.
So yes, that movie was incredible. And Fran is someone I've known, the writer and director, someone I've known for a while. But that film was outstanding. I've talked with both Martha and Jason about this movie.
I'm so glad.
And all 4 of you, your work in that film was just incredible.
Thank you.
And it was it was such a unique film. I can't believe we started with Mass of all the things, but since I brought it up. But it's such a unique film because it takes place the set is like this. It's literally a table.
You're right.
And the whole film takes place around a table.
Right.
You get up once in a while.
Sure.
But the way that Fran, the director and writer, just made it so dynamic at a table. And part of that's is his writing.
Yes, of course.
With these 2 couples meeting around the death of their children.
Yes.
One being a school shooter and the other being...
Can you even imagine?
Can you even imagine?
No.
But so topical as well, unfortunately. But it just destroyed me, that film.
Wow.
Some of the best acting I've ever seen on screen.
Oh, I'm so glad, sweetheart.
Yeah,
Thank you.
I really, truly loved it.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Appreciate that.
Yeah.
Thank you. It was one of those very, very fortunate experiences.
Yeah.
Which I'm so grateful for. Oh.
How many pages did you shoot a day, do you think? Because there's a lot of dialogue. It's all dialogue and monologue.
Well, it's 8 days of shooting around the table.
I know you went fast. I remember Martha telling you went fast.
Yeah. It was eight days around the table. So I don't know how many pages that was.
That's a lot of material to shoot.
Yeah.
Well, the other thing about this film, with Mass, there were very long shots, too.
Yes.
I remember one scene, I'm really geeking out about this movie, but where Fran had the camera just moving this way, from one couple to the other couple, and it went like this for, 8 minutes, and,
I never saw it.
You never saw it?
No,
Oh, wow,
I never saw it.
Do you normally
not watch your work? I don't watch, no.
Really?
No, 2 reasons. When something goes extremely well, those days, those shoots, those scenes, and the feeling of joy at the end of a day, that feeling, I'm sure you do from your show, where you go home and you just think, yes, today was that day, and you have a beverage and you relax and just go off to sleep. I don't want to go and watch that because I did it.
Right.
Do you know what I mean?
Also, sometimes you watch it and then it wasn't as good as you thought it was.
Well, the other thing is I'm critical, like we all are.
Yeah.
Critical, and then that ruins the experience. What's the point of that?
Interesting, yeah.
And even your cast members, out of respect for them, just to keep the spirit of it alive and the experience itself, I found that it just works. That hasn't changed.
Have you never watched anything you've ever done?
I think right at the beginning
Okay.
of filming.
Okay. Of what?
Of like just when I did jobs, small jobs,
Okay.
I would
at
watch.
the beginning of your career.
Yeah,
Okay.
of filming. It began with theater,
Got
of
it,
course.
got it, yes.
So yes, I did in the beginning, and then I realized, oh no, but this isn't. You're not enjoying this. You're criticizing this, and what kind of a response is that when you work hard for something?
Right.
No. And so I just go on the feeling I had while filming, and that's enough for me.
Well, it's working, for sure.
I'm so glad. Thank you, sweetheart.
Yes,
Thank you.
of course.
I feel bad about not watching Handmaids. I mean, Testaments. I didn't watch Handmaids either.
Okay.
Though I love the experience of shooting it very, very much. I just walked in, those people having their tea, all those women together.
Yes.
Can you imagine?
I walked in and this is the type of hotel I think we might be at. There was a woman covered in a scarf, and I just saw she had one eye showing, and there was just a little like blue line. I was like, oh, she was recovering from plastic surgery.
Oh, for heaven's
So I love that we're in Beverly Hills. Listen, these are the things that happen. So I
Isn't that
walked in, I was like,
funny?
well, this is where I would want to recover.
Yes.
Go to the spa, get some tea, just live in the Peninsula.
How are you today?
I'm well, thank you so much. How are you?
I'm good, thank
You
you.
look very nice today.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Perfect, thank you.
Thank you so much.
My pleasure. Do you have any questions regarding our afternoon tea experience I may answer?
Well, what's going to happen? We're choosing a tea, and then are you just going to bring something out? What's
Absolutely.
happening?
It's a preset menu.
Okay.
You do choose your tea. You choose whether you want to enjoy a glass of French sparkling apple cider or a glass of champagne. Do you have any dietary restrictions or food allergies?
No, I don't.
Amazing. That way you get to enjoy everything that we have to offer. It's 2 different scones, 5 different pastries, 5 different sandwiches, and your choice of tea. So you basically just need to choose
Just choose the tea.
your tea, correct.
That's lovely.
Thank you.
Choose our tea.
Pleasure.
Okay, traditional tea, royal tea, imperial tea.
I mean, I would not normally get a white coconut cream, but I feel like I want to try that.
Try it, and if you don't like it, we'll be happy to change it.
I'm sure I'm going to love it.
It's absolutely delicious. It has a nice sweet coconut aroma.
Okay.
The tea itself is unsweetened, and it's a white tea blend.
Wonderful. That's what I'm going to do.
That's lovely.
What are you going to do?
I'm going to try the French lemon ginger.
French lemon ginger.
Is that good too?
It's a really good tea. Yes.
Okay, that sounds lovely.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Pleasure.
Your partner is an actor as well.
He's not an actor. He produces.
Oh,
He's
nice.
actually a lawyer. He's obsessed with cults, so The Leftovers for him was a real big deal.
Oh my!
Loved The Leftovers, and he started watching before I did, and he was like, "You have to start watching the show," and so he rewatched the first 5 episodes with me, and I got very into that show.
You know, that's one show I might watch.
I think you should.
Yeah, I think I might do that. I'd love to see that show.
It's really well done.
Damon Lindelof,
Yeah.
words.
Yeah.
Brilliant,
Brilliant.
kind as can be. You've worked with him, honey?
No, I'm a fan. No.
Oh, he everything you hope he is, he is.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't say enough about him.
No, it's such a beautifully cast show. It's
Yeah.
a wonderful show. I mean, it's interesting because, with The Handmaid's Tale and now The Leftovers,
Cheers, love.
cheers, by the way. But there's been an interesting, I wouldn't say overlap with these shows, but there is something about these women, between Patty and Aunt Lydia, or Aunt Lydia rather, it's these women who have sort of let go of the way life used to be and have
Yes.
very much put on
Yes.
blinders, like, okay, this is how things
Beautiful
are
way to
now.
put it.
And it's very interesting that these two women, obviously in very different dystopian type of worlds, have come across your path and you've encountered these women.
Exactly.
I mean, have you done any sort of comparisons with these two roles? Sort of looked at them. They're not similar in any way, but there's an essence between the two of them.
Yeah,
that
yeah.
There's connective tissue.
Well, just as you said, put on blinders so that their past lives, which had significance, must have had, and for many years, and to be able to be so hyper-focused on one thing in this cult world, this dystopian world. When I first, when I read Leftovers, I didn't really get it. And I remember auditioning thinking, well, what is this now? She doesn't talk.
Right.
She writes. I had a bad attitude about it. I mean, I did my best in the audition because one does.
What was your audition?
It was one of the scenes, or and I had to.
With the signs, yeah.
Yeah,
She doesn't speak.
Right.
That was the thing
And I think there were a few words spoken at some point, but that hadn't really been planned yet.
Right.
What happens, that's how he does things. He lets himself be, I don't know how he does what he does, but anyway. And so after the audition, I was like, But then I started to think about it. And my agent said that, I said to them in the beginning, well, what is the thing about it? And they had this dead pause, like, don't tell me we have the dumbest client in the world who doesn't get what this offers. And they said, well, it does shoot in New York. And I said, oh, yeah, it does. And then the more I thought about it, I was on that set for one day, and I was in love with her.
Yeah.
And him, Damon, and everyone around me, Chris Eccleston, everybody, Justin
Thoreau, yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
my dear friend as a result.
Yeah.
Dear friend. The experience was just...
But it is one of those shows that I had never seen anything like it. And I can imagine working within a show like that. You do have to sort of do a leap of faith. Like someone's got this tone, someone knows what we're doing, someone's leading the ship.
Yep.
But it is a leap of faith because it's, you are working in a bubble for a bit of time before people get their hands on it and sort of develop opinions about it.
Right.
And tell you if it's good or not,
Yes. And we would have a lot of late nights, and normally you think, stab me.
Yeah.
But they worked with Amy Brenneman and Liv Tyler. Loved her.
Yeah.
And we had lovely nights together where we just chatted and shot the scenes and chatted some more.
Well, and she was such a wonderful revelation. I mean, I know that she's acted, but she really anchored that.
Yes,
that
she did.
beautifully.
Yeah. Loved her.
Hello.
Thank you so much.
Look at the cute little coat it's wearing.
I know, I'd like it very much.
Well, not this one, but that's cute too. But your teapot's wearing your coat.
Look at that. Never saw such a thing. Look at yours. Oh, that is beautiful.
Thank you. It's so cute.
Oh my gosh.
This is so classy, Anne.
It's so classy. Thank you. Thank
We
you so
chose
much.
to have tea because we felt it was like a little bit, it was on theme with the Testaments.
Oh, yes. And he poured it well. Yes. Yes.
Yes.
That's so funny. That scene with the tea business.
I'm only on the third episode, so don't
you
spoil
are?
anything.
Really?
I'm very invested.
You are. I'm so glad.
Yeah. I came a little late to it, but I'm so happy.
What made you decide to watch?
Well, I watched The Handmaid's Tale and loved it very much. And I was excited about this, I guess you would call it sequel. Although that feels wrong. It feels like it's...
No, you're right, though.
But it does sort of... I mean, there are,
That's
obviously
what it is.
overlap of characters. It is a sequel, but I am fascinated with where you're going to take that story next. I mean, when you end The Handmaid's Tale, it's very devastating. And to know that the story can continue on. And I was also intrigued by just, even when I was reading press about the Testaments, just how everyone was talking about it tonally being different than The Handmaid's Tale, which I thought, well, that's interesting because it is still very dystopian.
Yes.
And the themes are still there. So I was fascinated as to how they were going to tackle these very heavy themes and yet tonally serve it differently.
Yeah.
And it's exactly that, very successfully done.
It's supposed to be easier, gentler on the psyche.
Well, you wouldn't know. You haven't seen it, but I agree with it.
Oh, good.
Yeah. Also, well, there's a few things I want to start with first. But when you were working on Handmaid's Tale, tell me where we were politically. Was Trump in running to? I know he had
just been elected.
When the show started, or when you read the script, where were we politically? Do you remember?
Not with Trump.
Okay.
That was a far.
Was he even saying that he was maybe going to run?
He may have been. I don't know.
Because there was always like chatter, and he had run before.
Oh my God.
So when you read the script, and maybe even started initially shooting it, was he wasn't?
Well, I remember when we were shooting early on, he was elected, And when he was running that night before he was elected, I remember thinking, this can't be. This is going in the wrong direction.
Right.
And I literally went to bed thinking, I can't watch another. Woke up, opened the door, and the New York Times on the floor, announcing his win. And I remember texting, look at this.
Look at this.
This is really exquisite.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Now, what is this for? Oh, this is for...
Yes, those 3 condiments are for the scones.
Okay.
Pardon?
Perfect.
So you each get your own tower,
My
your
God.
own set, no need to
Man.
share.
Oh, my goodness.
Wow. This is beautiful.
Isn't that
I can't
gorgeous?
believe this. Yes, it is.
I will describe the food for you.
Yes, please.
On top you have the scones. They are traditional and currant with orange. They are served with strawberry preserve, Devonshire cream, and lemon curd. We recommend you to enjoy them first. They're nice
Thank
and
you.
hot right now.
Okay.
Oh,
Pastries for this month are a lychee raspberry rose cake, pistachio raspberry eclair, lavender lemon millefleur, passion fruit truffle, and a strawberry rhubarb tartlet.
oh my God, you are well versed in what you're doing.
Sandwiches are pesto chicken salad, curry egg salad on cinnamon raisin, house smoked salmon with caviar and dill, portobello mushroom, and an English cucumber with lemon creme fraiche.
Wow.
Please
That's
enjoy.
beautiful. Thank you so much.
Gorgeous.
Can you imagine instructing himself on how to do all this and say all this?
I know.
Having been a waiter, I don't think I would have passed the test.
You were a waiter?
Yeah, many times. Were you ever?
I was not. I was a host at a restaurant in Albuquerque where I was raised. I did retail in New York. That's what I did.
no
And I worked in
kidding.
the Broadway theaters doing selling booze
You did?
at the bars, yeah.
Good for you.
Where did you work? What restaurants did you work
oh
at?
my God, so many.
In Chicago or in
Yes.
Chicago and New York?
Oh, tons. Can't even think of any of the names. I closed them all down with a bad attitude. Yeah, I had a very large number of waiting jobs. Sure.
And you were good at it? Did you?
No, it's just I wasn't bad at it. You get good at it because you have to. But it's the attitude of like, oh, you're kidding me.
Yeah.
You can't have that attitude. And I mean, you have to snap out of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was. Took me a while.
I mean, the survival jobs are hard. You know,
Yeah,
when you
yeah.
when you want to be doing something else,
Exactly.
it's very hard.
You have to keep yourself focused and in good enough spirits.
Yeah.
So you don't tank the day.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
And it took, when I was pregnant with my first child, I was literally working in a pet shop
Really?
on 14th Street, a pet shop. Can you imagine? Pregnant and having no money in savings or anything like that. My husband and I always lived job to job, but not worrying about it.
Right.
Not worrying about it.
So when you started shooting, Trump was just coming into office. Now,
Oh yeah, that's what I wanted to tell you.
Right.
So I texted Lizzie Moss, and I said, "What are we going to do? This can't be." And she wrote back, "Don't let the bastards grind you down." And she did in what is it in Latin? That's what she wrote back. Well, that's where we were. Oh, and look at us now.
I know. It's wild that we're still in the same place, and sometimes it maybe even a little bit worse. It's interesting because, I mean, I think everyone was sort of talking about this as Handmaid's Tale was happening on our screens, that we were like, oh my gosh, how is it reflecting so vividly what's happening in the world? What I was really struck by is how the image, the show is beautifully costumed, and same with the Testament. I mean, like the tailoring alone, I'm like, my God, these are chic outfits.
Anne Crabtree,
I mean,
brilliant.
truly incredible. But the wardrobe of the Handmaid's Tale specifically really became an avatar for like what was
I love
happening
that
in
so
the
much.
world. And they were in resistant movements. There were
Yes,
people wearing
protests.
And that must have been so. I mean, listen, people dressed up as like my character from Modern Family for Halloween, and that was all like really fun and interesting. But like to have something you're doing on television, as your job, and creating this character, putting it on TV, being a part of this world, this story, and then having those images being part of something that is a symbol of resistance must have been very wild, because you are telling a story that is running parallel to what we're going through, but at the same time, trying to offer hope, but also reflecting the really hard part too.
To have it go from your living room to the streets.
Yes.
It's an honor. I don't know how else to describe it. Just felt like, thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. I mean, something else, let me tell you.
Yeah.
I do know that I've read that, when you were shooting Handmaid's Tale, Margaret Atwood was in the process of writing the Testaments.
Yes.
I mean, she's such a brilliant writer.
Oh my God.
It's got to feel, first of all, so validating that, I know that your work specifically was very inspiring to her and, helped her write this next chapter of what has become, I think, a very important part of literature. I mean, first of all, the book won, the Testaments won the Booker Prize.
Right,
which
exactly.
is a big deal.
Goosebumps just thinking about it.
But you are deeply threaded into that legacy of her storytelling.
I mean, how fortunate, what does one feel? I recently moderated a conversation with her at the college that I used to go to.
Where was that?
Holy Cross College in Worcester, Massachusetts.
Okay.
She was but brilliant. I think she's 86 years old.
She is, I looked it up.
There's no delay in memory, no forgetting of names or years or anything. She is funny and wildly smart and just lovely to be with.
Yeah. The fact that the Testaments came out of her head after her 70s, there is something really special about also coming into these new chapters of your life with such gas behind you.
Yes.
I'm very close with Margot Martindale, for example.
Oh, I love her so much.
She speaks so highly of you as well.
How is she?
She's great. She's great.
Oh, I'm so glad.
But we talk a lot about, how she found success later than she anticipated finding success.
Right.
And I know from just like listening to other interviews that you've done that that's something you relate to.
Yes, definitely.
And, it's like I think about Margaret Atwood, creating a whole other chapter of a already brilliant career at this place in your life where a lot of people consider okay, you're wrapping things up and you're winding down.
Yeah.
And to have those sparks of genius, still coming out of your head at such a ripe age is really inspiring.
It's incredibly inspiring. You know what I find, I'll tell you honestly, which I haven't shared really that openly. What I find happens as time goes on is a little bit of anxiety. Can I do it? Even though you've done it so much, the question is, can I do it?
Yeah.
And I have to, and I say to myself, what are you going to do about this anxiety? Because it's a little unfortunate to live with that. You don't want to, I want to just embrace it. What I want to move to is how enjoyable this would be, knowing I've done it for a very long time. I love the character. There's more that I want to know about her, want to learn about her. I mean, and with our writers, it's only good. Only good things.
Yeah.
And that's how I want to embrace it.
How do you manage anxiety like that? I mean, when you also say about anxiety, are you talking about wanting to do a good job, or are you talking about what's happening next, or is it a combination of both?
Wanting to do a good job.
Yeah.
Essentially. Okay. Whereas before, having sort of, I don't know if confidence is the word, having done it for a while, knowing the character for 7 years I've known.
Right.
It's just a little something that's presented. It's interesting. I say to myself, how are you going to deal with this? How are you going to put this aside? Which I'm going to do. I'm working on it, so to speak. But I was just interested about that. I wouldn't have predicted that.
I want to elaborate on that a little bit because I relate to that.
Oh, do you?
Because even with Modern Family being on for 11 years, there was probably a point around year 7, ding ding ding, that I was thinking, okay, what can I do to keep this interesting?
Yes.
And because I have, I was afforded a great character. They obviously gave me a lot of interesting things to do. But there is that fear of repeating.
Oh, interesting.
And
Interesting.
And but then again, trusting the writers that they are going to find things for me to do. But it was around that 7-year mark that I thought, well, what can I do to keep this fresh?
Right.
So it's interesting that you said that after
Yeah.
working on this character of Aunt Lydia for 7 years,
Right.
and then coming back into it. I was assuming, probably wrongfully so, that when you were given this opportunity to continue that character in the Testaments, that it would be like, oh, this is old hat. But it's interesting that you say that there is maybe a little bit of anxiety about continuing to do a good job.
Yes, yes, yes.
I find that really interesting.
Yeah, it's not my first choice of how to feel about something.
No, of course not.
You know what I mean? But I think to myself, it must be first for a reason. Let's look at this for a minute. Let's sit with this and see where it's going.
Also, can I just ask a follow-up question about that?
Yeah, please.
When you develop a character alongside other characters,
Yeah.
they do become sort of part of the DNA of that character.
Yes,
Like you
you're right.
feed off of them. So, you've plucked this character out. I know there's been a little bit of overlap, like Elizabeth Moss has come in.
No, we haven't
and I'm sure there's
connected.
way more to come. You haven't connected. But, you are now working with a whole new group of young, beautiful actresses.
Yes.
And, I wonder if that contributes to some of that. Like, having to, be secure with what you know about the character.
Right.
But with the context of her interacting with a whole new group of people.
You're so right. Oh, yeah. Well, first of all, Lydia, what happens at the end of Handmaids? She's literally on her knees begging for forgiveness.
Yes.
She has come down to the ground solidly, not protesting, not saying, but I didn't do that, just accepting this is who I am. But then she has several years to live with that part of herself and make a decision. How am I going to come in to this world of the Testaments? How is Lydia going to come into this world? Of course, the writing will tell you, but also realizing she's a gentler person.
Yeah.
She's not leading with angst, and she's dealing with a whole different set of young girls, and really young, and they're wonderful, as you said, wonderful actors, wonderful people.
Yeah.
And they come ready to go and prepared and know how to listen well to what's going on in the scene. They've got everything you can imagine, and they are thick as thieves.
I bet, yeah.
The group of them. And when I stand aside on the sidelines, just sort of watching, it makes me grin every time because they're happy and chatting and giggling and telling this, that, and the other. It's a whole new world.
Yeah.
And it's a new character too. She has changed. So there's a way to focus. I don't know her. I'm coming to know her in this life. What are the differences? Where's her focus? How much does she really believe? Like what you were saying, Aunt Lydia and Patty. What's at the core? Whether it's hidden, buried deep, it lives somewhere.
Well, and I do want to ask about this, though, because you were, first of all, the Testaments, I will say, I'm sure Margaret Atwood would agree with me, you were a bit of an inspiration for her writing that. That's a given.
That's very kind of her, generous.
Then you got to read the book, you got to do the audiobook.
Yes.
So you are really immersed in this story.
Yes.
And you got to know the story before playing her in the book. Did you feel like that knowledge of just the breadth of the book, knowing it so intimately, was a hindrance, or did it help you with?
That's a good question because, we're using the book, obviously, but the hope, of course, is that you have a series that's going to last 5 years, let us say, pick a number. So you want to tell the story of the book over 5 years. So what happens when I read Testaments, and I know the changes that are going to occur, large and small, but I have to, what I'm going to focus on is what's written in our text, not on what's written in the book. Do you know what I mean? Because it doesn't go that fast.
Right.
We're telling other stories. So just realizing, let the endings go from the book, let certain things go, and when you get to it is when you get to it.
Right.
Right now, stay with what's written.
Right.
Is, I think, the way to move forward.
Can I ask you about
Yeah.
your early career? And
Sure.
I know compliance for you, the film compliance was a big turning point.
Yes, it was.
An incredible film role.
Oh, it was. Lucky me.
Really, I mean, it's a great film.
Oh, God.
Before that, though, I mean, what was your career? I know you worked a lot, but it was not necessarily the work that people would know you for, or like
Right.
that you certainly weren't a household name.
Right. Correct.
What was it like being, struggling? I don't even know. Would
no,
would you
yeah,
say
I would.
struggling?
Sure.
But the early parts of your career, being a mother,
Yes.
living in New York, which is not cheap,
No.
and just obviously you talked a little bit about some of these jobs that you took to make ends meet. But
Right.
what kept you going when you felt like you were not getting the opportunity that you feel like you should have gotten?
My love for acting. My deep and profound love for acting. I say profound only from my point of view about my life and what it meant to me. And there was never a doubt.
Yeah.
Well, first of all, each job is a gift, in my opinion, and that was my point of view.
Mm-hmm.
For every job I got, I treasured. I loved having it. And I was very fortunate, very different roles here and there, but, continuous.
Yeah.
But I remember one night, heading out to go to work in the restaurant. I'm wearing a men's jacket, dressed like a man.
Yes.
Tie, white shirt, black jacket, black pants, walking and looking across the street, and there is a premiere going on for About Last Night, starring Elizabeth Perkins.
Mm-hmm.
There's her name. I knew her, and she was a wonderful actress.
Yeah.
We weren't close friends, but
Yeah.
we were friends. I remember just finding my way to work being utterly, utterly miserable.
Yeah.
Got home that night, and I literally sat on the porch, and I was yelling out loud, when is something going to happen? When is this going to change? And that deep voice, which I swear to, very calming, you will be all right, you will be 56. And I remember thinking, did I hear 56?
How old were you at this point?
In my 30s.
Okay.
I said, I'm not waiting until I'm 56. That's not happening. Just really ungrateful for the whole. I was 56 with compliance.
Really?
Yeah, 56 years
Well,
old.
tell me about those 15, 20 years. How did you?
Again, loving the roles.
Yeah.
Loving them, all different, and keeping that love story alive. And that sounds romantic, but I mean it that way.
Yeah.
It's not very interesting, I'm sorry, but that's the truth.
No, I think
I'm a little older than you are, darling. I'm 70. I might as well just say it right out loud. What am I hiding? It's not like it's not written somewhere. But that's amazingly old to me.
Is it? Does it feel old?
It doesn't feel old, but the number. Mm-hmm. I mean, in January, and it's like, what? When did this happen?
I mean, that's how I feel at 50. I mean,
Yes.
how am I already here?
Yeah.
I understand that. I think, how has your relationship been with aging?
It's
before
not
this?
the one thing that's not great, and I associate it with aging, is my back.
Okay.
For some reason, scoliosis presents itself now.
Okay.
Where I must have had it all my life, but suddenly it's part of my day, part of my everyday. Figuring out how bad is it today? Am I wearing the brace? Am I not? How am I going to stay positive about this?
Right.
Because my husband recently, my husband's name is Larry Arancio. You know this because
Yes.
you clearly have done all your homework. I appreciate it, by the way.
I like to come in prepared.
You do,
Yes.
and it's a lovely conversation to have. Thank you. I mean that.
Thank you.
My husband recently got MS.
oh, wow.
And he's in his 70s, early 70s. The great thing, the one good thing about getting it late in life is that it doesn't tend to get worse. It stays more steady. But that had to do with aging, and he had to accept that
Right.
as, and his right leg doesn't really work. So he uses a walker to go from walking miles a day and getting his 10,000 steps to needing a walker to get up much fewer steps. I mean, that's an adjustment. That's about aging.
That's a huge adjustment, yeah.
And you have to decide, I think, I'm going to either accept this and do the best I can. If I go to that place of complaining, poor me, I don't even need to say it. That's not a good existence.
No.
What does that offer your life? Nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing. And when I remember turning 50, because I remember thinking, oh my God, that's the end of childhood. And what I mean by that is somehow turning 50, I realized I'm not going to live 50 more years. That's probably not going to happen. I'm not going to live till 100. Those days are gone. Like when you were 40, I'll get to 80. Don't you worry.
Right.
I'll do it. Somehow with 50, no.
Interesting.
No. And it right now it makes me feel very peaceful thinking about that, just accepting that. And those things you hear, valuing every day, getting to work, continue to work. I'm 70 and I have this wonderful role to work on. How people would kill for that. How fortunate, Oh, just to focus on, so important, focus on the positive.
Yeah.
On the gifts and on being
Yeah. And you have your
grateful.
help, which is wonderful.
God, can you imagine?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got to work with Linda Lavin on her very last day on set.
Oh, no kidding.
I did. I was doing a guest spot on Mid-Century Modern, which was a sitcom she was shooting for Hulu. And they were breaking for Christmas break. I was the last episode that they shot. I shot the very last scene with her. We both had our last scene together.
Oh.
Everyone dispersed, and she passed away over the Christmas break. And
Are you kidding?
yeah, it was just really, and I had gotten to know her a little bit through mutual friends over the past few years before that. Didn't know her well, but that week that I had with her on set was really special. And I was like, I get to know her a little bit better.
Yes.
It was very sudden.
Oh my God.
And she was in great shape. I remember Sarah Paulson had just turned 50 a few weeks before, and maybe it was even a few days before. And Linda was at the party, just having a great time. There later than anyone else, and showing up for work the next day fresh as a daisy, even though she'd been out late having drinks. And I was like, putting myself to bed at 9 p.m. because I was like, I can't do it all. And she was doing it. And it just made me think so much about, what you were just saying, like really treasuring each moment as it's given to us and living day to day, and just being so grateful that you get this day. And it is helpful for me not to look too far into the future.
Yeah, definitely.
Because
I agree with you.
Then I'd start worrying about what is the next job? What is tomorrow hold? Like, what am I going to do with my kids? Like, how am I going to deal with the next phase of their life? If you just live in this moment and you're dealing with what the day has given you, first of all, I'm going to go to bed tonight in some sort of a more peaceful state than I would if I was worrying about what's happening the next day.
Yeah.
Oh, Ann, thank you for doing this. I
Thank you,
appreciate it.
sweetheart. I appreciate it.
Thanks for letting me feed you.
Oh, thank you.
Tea is on me.
Isn't that lovely? Look at it.
This episode of Dinners on Me was recorded at the Peninsula in Beverly Hills. Next week on Dinners on Me, you know him from Netflix's Queer Eye and Next in Fashion. It's Tan France. We'll get into what it was like to become a queer public figure overnight, how he handles being married to a type B personality, and his secret to his beautiful, youthful glow. Spoiler alert, it involves yogurt.